wind is kick-ass.
This time, on Heavy Rescue 401.
My eyes are sticking together.
Fighting wind.
It's all on you.
Break sack.
Yo, I gotta take cover here. This is insane.
You can't take it like this.
Chatham performs.
See what happens.
A delicate operation.
Whoa, 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 watch your back.
And an overturned tanker.
That's a big lead.
Fire. Fire department.
Lets loose.
Got a guy, sir.
I checked the weather forecast. Guess it was wrong.
Said snow till April, driver.
Spring is just a couple of weeks away.
Oh yeah, this is real bad out here.
But in southwestern Ontario, March is still a line.
She's pretty icy up here.
By morning, the storm has passed and the snow is already melting away.
Good luck stopping if you need to stop.
But the damage is done.
Well, that's harsh. There's another accident up here.
At least he kept it upright.
Unbelievable. Fighting me way too much. I shouldn't be doing that.
On the 401 near Ingersoll, Bear Renders is an hour deep into a losing battle.
I got a jackknife tractor trailer facing the wrong way, and I got to get the front end spun around so I can recover it the rest of the way. It just doesn't want to work. Solid ice out here, and nobody's moving over for us. Icy, treacherous roads. There's cars and trucks in the ditch everywhere. I've done everything I can.
But as the temperature again drops below freezing, the semi is locked hard into the frozen ground.
When I first got there, I tried the rear axle, hoping that I could spin it around. But when I started to pull there, it went closer into the trailer, causing more damage.
Now he's fighting with the front end, and to get the angle he needs, he's been forced to improvise.
I went to a Holmes tree 150 feet off the road, trying to redirect the front end and get it to come out. No, I'm gonna lose my truck. This thing spun around 180 degrees and he's stuck in frozen mud. Yeah, I can't move this truck. Damn it!
On North America's busiest highway, is not an option.
Roads are a mess.
Just to the west, some help is pulling onto the scene. Ross Services lead operator, Mike Ross.
It's all or nothing someday. We'll have luck.
Hey, I grabbed the front rim, trying to spin it around, but it still wants to turn my truck. When Michael got there, I felt relieved. He's one of the best operators I know. It's lifting my truck off the ground.
A chain in the back. He had to work off the shoulder there. It's a tough job for the one truck.
Mike's gonna grab the back of the truck and give it a little pull. And hopefully we can get it spun around.
Let's see what it does.
As Michael's pulling the back, I'm still hooked onto the tree up on the hill. So I still have the front axle and I'm spinning it around to face the right direction.
Okay, can you straighten your wheel out a little bit? Looking better. Yeah, I think we're done all we can do there.
They've wrenched the front axle from the frozen mud.
I gotta go and get that.
I'll tug it over another 3 feet, I guess.
But they still need to direct the tractor onto the road.
Yeah? Yeah.
And as they re-rig, drivers are getting careless.
Get over, you stupid ass.
Idiot! Unbelievable!
On this icy road, any distraction could lead to disaster.
Other people driving down the road are looking at the wreck that's in the ditch. They're not looking in front of them. They can rear end this tractor trailer and cause a catastrophe.
Make sure they're even. Turn your wheel, buddy. Turn your wheel.
And as they begin the final pull,
What the hell?
one distracted driver decides to get a closer look on foot.
Blocks the whole highway. This guy blocks the whole lane to take pictures of his partner. This guy stopped in the driving lane.
Do we need to get off the road? I don't know. You'd think that was common sense. That isn't a good idea, but some people, eh?
Almost got him out. He was pulling it back sideways. Once we got the truck on the road, it felt awesome.
All right, we're out of here.
As the driver rolls his semi away, the crew's next job is already waiting.
We got this guy out, but the day is still gonna be long.
Right lane's open, driver. Copy that. Thank you.
Hardcore weather.
90 miles down the 401.
It's a little bit worse out there because the wind's blowing a little more.
The final traces of last night's storm have blown through.
What do you got going on here? They got a helicopter right in the middle of the road.
And on the westbound highway near Tilbury, one semi-driver is on his way for treatment following a bad rear-end collision.
He's in pretty rough shape, so hopefully he pulls through.
After a busy night on the road, Chatham Towing's Trevor Gerard is facing one of his worst scenarios.
The way I understand it, traffic was stopped. The gentleman in the rear tractor, I guess, either didn't see it or something went wrong anyway. And this is the end result.
It never gets easy seeing a cab demolished like this.
We're gonna put a hold on the truck itself.
Okay. The OPPs have put a hold on the actual tractor unit until they're done their investigation.
So Trevor and crew will need to preserve the tractor as is. It'll complicate the job.
It's a fairly big cleanup. It's going to take considerable time.
But Trevor understands the importance of finding out exactly what happened.
My wife is a professional truck driver, so it's always in the back of my mind, if, hope you never get that phone call, it's happened to your loved one.
Today, the Chatham crew is stretched thin.
The second axle's even knocked out, Ron.
Is it the second one too?
Yeah.
His crew is busy across the region, but Trevor's got one veteran backing him up.
I got Ron Arts out with me. He's been helping John for longer than I've been here, and I've been here just about 30 years.
Looks like a lot of steel forgings. Heavy stuff, special order. It's on a 4-axle trailer, so it's a heavy load.
I'm the last call. If John's really stuck, he calls me.
And we've got the okay to begin our process on the one. They're still investigating the truck that caused it. So at least now we can get started, get this cleaned up as fast as we can. We're gonna chain this back axle up. It took the hardest impact, obviously, so. Not gonna be pretty, but we'll get her off the road.
Just give me a little attention, we'll see if that hook will set.
They just need the axle to hold long enough to limp the trailer off the highway.
No put a binder in that one?
We can. Beautiful. That's got it, Trev.
Hey.
Want to pick up some of these blocks? Start swinging them up there?
You have to get them towards the front, though, right?
Yeah, we can swing right to the front.
But before they can move the first truck, they need to clear the spilled cargo. A dozen pieces of awkward, heavy steel.
Want to get it down at this end. Okay, the pin puller, I'm gonna drop the chain and then slide the...
lifter.
We come up with the idea of using a pry bar so we can try and noose a strap around them, but they're anywhere from, 5 to 1,000 pounds a piece.
It's definitely time consuming. Just get out of there, Ron.
It's going through the back of your head, right? How are we gonna do this? We got 2 guys here.
Where's these other guys at?
I don't know. Ridiculous.
Well, it's over.
401 shut down. The police, they want it open. Here we got this basically, it looks like an explosion that's happened.
Yeah, when's the other guy's gonna be back here? We gotta do something here, because we gotta get this cleaned up. Like, it's me and Ron out here, and that's it. We need people out here.
Hey, westbound, I guess that mess cleaned up yet? It's just backed up like crazy. So we got a wreck up here? Anybody know how to get around this?
Let's get right here, Ron?
Yeah, right in there.
On the westbound 401, Trevor and Ron are scrambling to clear scrap from the brutal rear-end collision.
Go right by that tire and that skid.
And hoping some relief arrives soon.
There's only 2 of us here. You're gonna keep working as fast as you can and productive as you can, but you're wondering how long before your backup shows up.
I don't know what other ones we can get under and lift.
As the police finish investigating on scene, Trevor needs to clear the 2 trucks.
You want to back up and I'll set the axle on you?
Sure.
But they need the tractor kept as is.
They don't know if this guy's gonna pull through or not. So now they want to kind of keep the actual tractor unit intact.
Are you actually doing the mapping?
No, Josh is going to do the mapping right now.
Police collect all the evidence they can at a crash site before vehicles are moved.
If we clear the scene and want to come back later, that evidence will be gone and it will certainly not be admissible in court.
So, if they require further investigation on a vehicle, they need to preserve its condition.
We need to make sure that the evidence that we have on scene is collected and maintained. We don't want to have it compromised.
That's crazy, eh? It lifted the cab right over the gear shift.
Today, it'll be an added complication for a short-handed crew.
That's probably a tough one. Pull on it some more.
And it's starting to get dark. And Trev and I are going, what are we going to do here?
Well, let's just keep doing what we do.
I'm still short in manpower. I can't get an ETA on any help, so it's not good right now.
Where's these other guys at?
It's crazy.
90 miles east.
No, take your time there, eastbound.
The storm has left its mark around London.
Is this construction or is it a wreck?
And on a county road north of town,
Looked like a truck rolled over.
Ross Services veteran Dave Moss
Hello, sir.
has been called out of retirement once again.
How much is in it, Austin?
Roughly 15 to 20,000 liters.
To help Austin Hutchinson get a fuel tanker back on its wheels.
Obviously, you have to worry about a spill.
Where this accident has happened, it's right on a bend. It's kind of an S-curve.
When the tanker crossed into the oncoming lane, the driver tried to correct, and the shifting weight of the liquid load slammed his truck over.
How much road rash did it get? Much? I can't see it.
There's probably a certain amount of road rash to the side of the tank. Because it's laying flat on the road, it's hard to determine how bad that damage is.
Want to try and maybe get one up here on the front?
We'll put one on the...
Because we can get frame up here.
Yeah.
Dave will pull down on the underside while Austin helps lift and then catch the truck as it rolls.
Come on, muscles.
And as they start rigging, owner David Ross has joined the fight.
This is a big 4-axle tank. We were fortunate, both 75-ton rotators were available.
So Austin is working under the 2 most experienced operators in the company.
Is it so slippery out here? You don't know till you start pulling on it.
These are gonna be catch lines.
Austin's doing a good job. He's not a senior driver at our place, but he's very capable.
But as a single dad and a provider, Austin is highly motivated to work his way up.
You want your mitts? Here.
Some days it's a challenge, but I wouldn't trade it.
I don't want my hands cold on.
At some point or another, I need to step up and take on a bigger role to fill the void of some of these other guys that are going to start stepping away from the business.
Hang on tight.
As the sun goes down...
You need more strap, David?
Yep. Okay, give her a pull.
Yeah.
Austin is rigged up and ready.
That's good.
The strap's underneath. That's going to be our lifting point. And we're going to catch with our 2 lines going over the top.
But the boss sees a problem.
I'm concerned about this pipe coming into the manifold. That manifold's the main manifold for all the valves.
They need to re-rig.
Well, let's go behind the hanger just onto the spring then.
Go right around the spring in front of the...
Well, my big operators make $1 million decisions, and they got to make them quick.
Go right here.
How about right here? It's not something you can sit down and draw out or something. It's right now. It's right now time. We'll put her somewhere, but it won't be there.
Either that or we run a strap between the rims.
Yep.
He's one of those guys that's been in the business for so long, and he has done so many recoveries that it's always good to have an extra set of eyes.
Okay.
All right, let's tighten these lines up one at a time.
We're just starting to take some of the straps here. So we're getting ready to make a lift.
As they begin that lift, no one knows just how much hidden damage the tank has suffered.
Right now it's not leaking, but as soon as you twist a little bit on the tank, if it's very thin where it's been rubbing on the ground, it can split open and leak the product out.
Okay, can you pull on the front axle?
And as they make the first small move.
Tell the fire guys to come here for a minute.
Fire department to David.
And we're happy with the way it's coming up.
Hang on a minute, Dave.
That's a big leak.
And then we see the leak.
We got a guy through.
On a county road north of London.
You're gonna have a big flood here.
Yeah.
It's in the middle of the tank. That's why it's coming.
The damaged tanker is gushing fuel.
It's a significant leak. It's pouring out pretty good.
Oh yeah, she got a good hole in it.
Come on, let's go. Tighten them up.
Take them up?
Yeah, keep them other 2 loose.
We need to get this truck on its wheels so that we can get this leak stopped. The pressure's on.
How you doing, Dave?
Fine.
Get them lines all tight back there. We're gonna put it up now, okay?
Once it's in the air, you're pretty much committed to what you're doing.
Okay, keep going.
Blow it up?
Is your boom out all the way?
No.
Stick it out.
As the tanker nears the upright position, it will be up to Austin to take over with the catch line and set it down.
You want a smooth transition. You don't want any crashing and banging when you got flammable products. Just keep them other ones slack till I tell you. Keep going. Don't stop.
You want me to keep lifting?
Keep lifting till I tell you not to.
I'm out or in.
Hold it there then.
Because of the product that's in it, it's liquid. So, like when you start to roll it, like it's like a bucket of water.
Get this one tight. Keep going.
It sloshes, and you can flip them right back over the other way.
Whoa, 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 watch your back. Hey, she's coming down, boys.
Put her down. eh? All him. Let her down on the back. Boom down, yep. That's faster.
There it goes, right there. Perfect. Well, she's back on her wheels. She's a little bit more messy than we would like, but we definitely won the battle.
And with the truck upright, the fuel has settled below the puncture.
Well, there now. Oh, has it?
As the truck comes down and the fuel stops leaking.
You guys did a pretty good job. Yeah, it's not even down the ditch. Austin did a fine job. Yep. And he had two of the old school people with him, eh?
It's a solid victory for two operators at opposite ends of their careers.
I can go back home where I belong.
I should be able to hook that there, Dave.
These guys have been in the business for a long time. They've built a very reputable name for themselves.
Alrighty, man.
Okay?
Yep.
He really tries to do a good job. Some of the people just want to work till 5 o'clock and go home. Well, Austin doesn't.
I'd like to keep doing what I'm doing and just try to bring as much as I can to the table to help them and continue to grow my own set of skills.
Okay, well, thanks for the help.
I'm definitely really happy to be at Ross. It feels like home.
Traffic complete. Westbound. Can I get a unit to acknowledge?
90 miles east.
Okay, don't worry about it. Let him through.
As evening pushes into night,
Keep them coming, guys.
Terry Schmidt and police from multiple forces are out on the road in Etobicoke, working to get impaired drivers off the road.
Any alcohol drinking? No. Any alcohol in the vehicle? No. All right. There's something you think.
Drive safely, okay?
Thank you so much.
So we're doing a ride check, and you'd be amazed how many times we'll find drivers who have either been out drinking or taking something that's impairing themselves, a drug.
The ride is reducing impaired driving everywhere.
Tonight, they're already making an impact.
Is this your car, my friend? A little too many to drink?
No, I didn't think so. I actually thought about walking.
Yeah, that would have been a good idea. And now this will kind of sit with you for a while.
When you start drinking, you're not able to objectively look at yourself to determine whether or not you are safe and ready for the road.
One of my sons is a police officer.
Okay, oh boy. Yeah, this won't go over well.
If you've been drinking, just make that decision, make that promise. Aim for 0.
We demand and expect drivers to make good decisions. Continuing to drive just puts themselves, their passengers, and obviously everybody else on the highway at risk.
And police will be out long into the night, looking for drivers who aren't making those good decisions.
Any alcohol drink, please? No more. You're safe. Thank you.
Drive safe.
200 miles southwest.
Traffic's backed up huge over there.
Traffic has been crawling off the 401 and onto detour routes for over 6 hours.
What time these guys showed up?
And with Trevor and Ron prepping to start the main recovery, the rest of the crew has finally started to arrive.
Oh, man.
What a mess, eh?
Oh, you won't believe it.
Led by Chatham owner John Verkate.
When I first come at the scene and seen what happened, and you just say, God, not another one like this.
Do you want to go behind the cab, or what are you thinking? Or just grab there?
Right, front corner of the trailer.
Trailer, get it all up.
All right. We're gonna attempt to pull the truck and the trailer up. We gotta kind of be nice to it because there's a hold on it.
They did not want anything touched of the cab, because sometimes we take the cab off or squeeze it down.
The tractor is critical to the OPP investigation.
So I'm wrapping around the outside of the training mount and motor mount.
Oh, yeah?
But just separating it from the trailer could tear it apart.
I'm gonna put most of the force on the trailer, pull-wise.
I'll see what happens here.
This tractor itself is so demolished, I'm unsure at this point if this frame's gonna stay together.
Sliding good.
She's out.
Plan A worked.
Gonna pull the tractor out.
There we go.
It's free of the trailer.
The tractor's so badly mangled.
But now they have to somehow move it off this road.
We couldn't put it on our float because it was too high.
What if we take the boom and just lower it?
There's a hold on it.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He said if we can, don't.
Well, there's not much way you can't take it like this.
It's one hurdle after another with this wreck. It's fighting right to the end.
I don't know, go from 0 to 0 pretty quick, right? Damn.
Can you confirm if the westbound lanes are shut down?
On the 401 outside Tilbury, westbound traffic has been shut down for close to 7 hours.
That's where I have all lanes blocked.
And the Chatham crew can't clear the road until they move the tractor.
You can't take it like this.
We couldn't put it on our float because it was too high.
To preserve the integrity of the police investigation, they need a new plan.
It would have been a lot easier just to take the cab off it, but they wanted to kind of keep it intact, so you try to keep them happy, right?
Hey, Jay.
Operator Jason Vercake has just joined the crew.
Anything holding it on still?
And he might have an idea.
You sling it, aluminum angle iron on the front, going home, right? You wrap chain it far enough back and cradle everything.
Yeah, let's try it.
We're just gonna tow it in. We're gonna tow it in.
They'll try to chain the tractor together so it survives the trip. But the damage is extensive.
You can't tow that home, man. The cab is right off the chassis. The engine is hanging loose in it. The transmission is gone out of it.
Yeah, the drive shaft's ripped out of it too.
The boys think they can do it? Let them do it.
See what happens. Gotta give her a shake.
With the rigging in place.
There we go.
It's time to see if the chains will hold.
I thought we were going to lose the engines and all, but then the guys did the proper rigging on it, and nothing fell.
I can get hooked up to the trailer and then we can make our way back to town.
We're going into, I think it's around a 40-hour marathon here, so it's gonna definitely feel good to get home tonight.
An impossible job and impossibly long stretch of work is finally behind them.
That's it.
It's gonna be a nice night to go home and relax. Who knows how long you're gonna be there for, but we're gonna go home.
All lanes real time. Alright, back to break shaft. Looks good your way.
Just to the north.
Sunshine and dry roads again.
The next day, the last of the storm has passed through Sarnia.
Not perfect, but better than it was.
At the preferred towing yard, a visitor is rolling in.
Welcome to Sarnia.
Hey, Andrew.
Long ways from home.
Yeah. How you doing, buddy?
Good, you?
Welcome.
Herb's Towing co-owner Andrew Vink is visiting his old family friends, Gary and Colin.
So I was just down there on personal business, picking up a snowmobile trailer, and being so close to Gary, just thought I'd pop in and say hi.
So we got a job going on. Do you want to go?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Are we bringing the new tater?
Hey. Play with some new toys.
Let's play with some new toys. That's awesome.
All right, you guys have fun.
Sounds good.
These two guys are both sons of owners, both in the same position.
She's a beast. Man, she's beautiful.
So it's really neat to see these two go out and do a recovery together.
It won't be a big job.
Oh yeah, a bit more and she was going over.
Yeah, that's pretty lucky. All right.
But 3 other companies turned it down over concerns of flipping the car.
We'll try to bring this side up first and see if it wants to level out for us.
His car is undamaged in current position, and he wants to keep it that way.
So Colin wants to lift rather than pull. The new rotator is ideal for the job.
This truck, you can tell it's a marvel of engineering. Yeah, I gotta admit, I got a little of truck envy.
Got it now?
And Andrew is the ideal example for Colin's own career.
I'll be your eyes on this side.
Yeah.
It's looking good.
There we go.
I grew up going to the tow shows and meeting Andrew and Herb, so...
Your ass end is completely clear off the ground.
Okay.
You know, we always have this kind of friendly competition.
Oh yeah, that's good, Colin.
Perfect.
Beautiful. I can relate our business to theirs. They're going through pretty much the same phases.
Look at that.
We all have the same business model, and we always want to raise the bar in the industry.
Nice.
Nice job.
I think I'll have to make a trip down to Herb's Towing and do a wreck with Andrew sometime, see how they do it up on the east end of the highway.
Thanks for coming along.
Any day of the week.
Getting pretty bad out here. Just go slow and make sure your lights are on.
As the sun sets on the eastern end of the 401, the storms that battered the southwest are moving in.
There's high winds, blowing snow.
As the weather gets worse, Andrew's father, Herb, is heading to join his son's crew just off of Highway 417.
Andrew is off for the weekend, so I'm stepping in. At the same time, it gives me a good picture of what goes on. Looks like a mess.
He came out of the exit and turned a little too sharp, and the trailer fell into the ditch.
We've got a load of specialized soil and some fertilizer. It's 46,000 pounds. It's got no strength on the side, so it's gonna be awkward to lift. Getting a little nippy.
As rotator op Bill Fell joins the crew, heavy gusts are hitting hard.
Temperature's dropping, eh?
The wind goes right through you. It felt like minus 30 with the wind. It made it the coldest night of the winter.
Okay, Bill, we're gonna take the small rotator, unhook the tractor.
Yep.
We're gonna slide it back, and then we're gonna upright it. Simple?
Simple. With cold like that, you want to do it as fast as you can.
Okay, Steph, put a rim sling on this one and a rim sling on the front one. Please and thank you.
Here comes Zach.
Just after 6 p.m., junior operator Zach Thompson arrives on scene.
Better late than never. Well, I was on my way back from another tow job. The closer I got to where everyone was working, I realized, wow, the weather's deteriorating pretty bad out here.
Okay, Zach, you're gonna go to there, keep the front end from going towards my truck.
Herb stepping in to lead the crew tonight is a prime opportunity for the 22-year-old rookie.
Put your clevis there, and then there's no way it'll come out.
All right. Every time he's on a scene, it's more stressful, but you know that you can prove yourself to him and become a better operator with him around. Pass me the hook.
You gotta go slower.
I can't, like I'm...
Hey, stop.
Whoa.
Stop.
Earlier this winter, when Herb supervised Zach,
Whoa. Let me get under control for a minute.
the boss's patience gave out.
You don't want to do something and show him that you're not capable of what you're doing. Just like that.
Zach and Bill's first task, disconnecting tractor from trailer.
That wind is, woohoo! It's kick-ass.
Weather is a little treacherous.
Ooh-wee. My eyes are sticking together. Face was frozen, you couldn't even open your eyes, your nose was frozen solid.
Okay, Bill, try sliding. Okay, pull Zach.
Before Zach can even start,
I can't see my snatch block.
he's forced to stop.
I gotta take cover here. This is insane. Oh my God, I can't feel my cheeks.
On a back road off of Highway 417.
Okay, Zach, just the drag winch a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, in.
Zach is fighting the conditions just to stay at his controls.
We're dealing with wind and snow and it's nighttime and Andrew's not there.
Okay, pull another 6 inches. Snug it more. Okay. Now pull.
This is insane. Come on, baby.
There we go.
They wrestled the tractor free, but as they turn to the upright, the conditions have taken a heavy toll.
Fingers are cold, aren't they?
Your hands are very important. You can't have frozen fingers if you're operating a rotator. You cannot.
Okay, Zach,
Wait.
on the control.
When your gloves are freezing, you really got to pay attention and you almost have to eyeball it, see how much that lever is moving because you don't have the correct feeling in your hands anymore.
Okay, Zach, very slow on your...
My drive?
Yeah. Boom in, Bill. And boom up at the same time. Okay. As you turn, she'll come down a bit. Okay, perfect.
Hey, that came over nice and smooth, man, all textbook.
The tractor was quick. Now they're facing the trailer and 46,000 pounds of soil and peat moss.
We can't flip it over with all the weight in it. If we do that, we risk ripping the whole trailer apart. And we don't want that.
Want to double it or no?
Yeah.
The first step, drag it onto the pavement.
Let's hope it comes back onto the road in one piece.
Bill, can you look on the other side and just make sure that the...
That we're not tearing everything apart?
It was across a 6 or an 8 foot ditch, which meant that a major portion of it wasn't supported.
Okay, guys, whenever you're ready. Go slow. Yeah, she's dropping, she's dropping. You got another 6 feet to go at least. Bring her right there to you.
Okay. Good.
Good job, boys.
Okay.
I taught you well. Time to unload this crap.
It will take at least 3 hours to offload, and the dropping temperature is draining the crew.
The quicker we could get the job done, the safer it was for everybody, and the cold made it tremendously treacherous.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
This was the most labor-intensive wreck we've had all year, and wouldn't you know, it happened on the coldest night of the year.
Pretty much the workout done for the weekend. Happy that's over.
Good job.
Now the upright.
Put a strap underneath, ready to roll it back over, and put the strap on the top here too.
Okay.
There's one strap there and one strap here.
Zach's wrecker will work from the front with Bill on the rotator on the back end, rolling the trailer in midair and setting it down.
You got enough?
And by now, they've been working in the minus 30 conditions for 6 straight hours.
We'll lift one side, and then the other side just drops it.
Finding out that we're doing a mid-air roll, it'd be my second one I've ever done.
Zach will need to time his move perfectly with Bill, lifting and then rolling, and the wind will make it even tougher.
Whenever this trailer is completely up in the air and nothing's touching the ground anymore, it would act like a kite, swinging around.
Okay, Zach?
Yeah.
I want you to do yellow and red both at the same time to lift up a bit, and then mostly yellow.
Okay.
Keep pulling slowly. Just feather it slower.
I'm not too sure about this.
You ready, Zach?
I'm good to go.
Okay. Both yellow and red up, Zach?
On a frigid road north of Cornwall.
I want you to go both at the same time, Zach. Up. You can lift on the bottom one, Bill.
Zach is attempting his second ever mid-air roll.
That wind is treacherous.
And the weather isn't helping.
You've got a 53-foot kite out there.
Hey, it's not going where we want it to go.
If the wind did catch it, you'd have to react pretty quick.
So hold on, Zach, for a second.
Zach was under quite a bit of pressure. Precision was the name of the game.
Bottom one lift in. Zach, yellow in. You can actually go red down.
You never know what's gonna happen. Could swing into one of our trucks, could put extra load on the lines could snap. So we wanted to do this as quickly and as efficiently as possible to get it back onto the ground.
Call on you, Zach.
Okay.
Did a beautiful job, Zach.
As soon as I saw the wheels touch the ground, I let a huge gasp of air out. I couldn't have been more excited.
I would say that was friggin' perfect. I'm impressed.
Zach's second winter on the heavy crew has ended with a big win.
I'm not in the office on a day-to-day basis, but he's learning quick.
That's a great feeling. She's back on her normal side. Doesn't look so funny no more.
It was a proud moment for me.
Couldn't have asked for a better one than that.
I think we did really good.
Yeah.
And as Herb spends less time out on the highway, he can breathe a little easier.
The heart and soul of any business is your people. We are successful not because of the brass that sits on the top floor, but the people that serve your customers on a daily basis.
I definitely can't wait to get home. Go see my dog and my beautiful girlfriend. It's a good night now.
Poor guys in here.
On the season finale of Heavy Rescue 401.
Holy cow.
A roadside rodeo
Going backward.
loses traction.
That's not good.
So I got a plan in mind, but I want to hear what you guys think.
Gary's team.
You ready, guys?
Fights.
Hold it. Whoa.
To find rhythm.
Hold on, Glenn. Catch up, Colin, please.
This is a mess.
And Duncan.
If I start yelling, something's wrong.
Battles the ball.
Hold on, Duck. Skipping.